Welcome to Class 6 Maths Playing with Numbers Chapter 3. Students, let us understand about factors. Factors of a number is an exact divisor of that number. Means what? Factors are the number you multiply together to get a product, or a factor is a number that is exactly divides another number without leaving remainder. If we take example, 12 can be written as product of 2 multiplied by 6. So 2 and 6 are the factors of 12, and 12 is the multiple of factors 2 and 6. Means what, student? Here what are the factors of 12, 2 and 6? It can be also 3 and 4 because 3 fours is 12. So when we divide 12 by 3 and 12 by 6, we will get remainder as 0, which is known as exact divisor. Now let us understand about multiples. A multiple is the product of two counting numbers. For example, here we have taken multiple of 6. 6 3s are 18. So these two counting numbers product. Product means multiplication. Answer is 18. So in other words, multiple is the answer you get when you multiply. If we multiply 7 and 2, we get product answer, that is 14, which is a multiple. Students, what is a perfect number? A positive integer is a perfect number if it is equal to sum of all its positive divisor except itself. Means what, students? Here it is said in this slide that perfect number if it is equal to the sum of all its positive divisor. For example, if I want to find 6 is a perfect number, then I will add 1 plus 2 plus 3, not the number itself. Number itself we don't have to add. So if I add 1 plus 2 plus 3, then answer is 6. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1 is 6. So what this is? 1, 2 and 3 are what? They are the positive divisor of 6. So perfect number is equal to the sum of all positive divisor except the number itself. Now composite number. What is the meaning of composite number? A number that has more than two factors. For example, if we take 8, then the factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4, 8. So here you can see this is the number that is having more than two factors. So what is composite number? Numbers which are not a prime are called composite numbers. Prime number, a number that has only two factors, itself and 1. So prime number means what? The number that is having two factors, that is number itself and 1. There are also some rules of prime numbers. 1 is neither prime nor composite. 2 is the only even prime number. And the rest prime number, for example 3 if we take, what are the factors of 3? 1 and number itself, that is 1 and 3. If we take 7, then the factors of 7 are 1 and 7, that is number itself. Now let us understand one sieve of Eratosthenes method to find out the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Is the number 1 a prime number, students? No, it isn't. The number 1 is not considered as a prime number. Why it is not considered as a prime number? Because it has only one factor, that is itself. Now what is Sieve-Eratosthenes method? What we have to do in this method? In this method we can find out which of the numbers from 1 to 100 are prime. So let's do it, students. First step. Here you can see in this box, write 1 to 100. But you will make a row from 1 to 10, 11 to 20 till 100. This is the first row. Organize this in 10 rows. Step 2 is that count out the number 1 because by definition it's not a prime number. What we are doing in this Sieve-Eratosthenes number? We are finding prime numbers. So we will first of all, we will cross this number 1. Why? Because 1 is neither prime nor composite. So we will cross this. That is our step 2. Step 3. Circle the number 2 and cross out all the multiples of 2. That means what? All the even numbers. So here students, now we'll start finding prime numbers. So we will circle this 2. 2 is a prime number. And all the multiples of 2 we will cross out. So these all are even numbers which we have crossed out, because all even numbers are multiples of 2. Then step 4. Look at the following number that is not crossed out. Circle the number and cross out all the multiples of that number. Means what, student? After circling 2, we will circle for 3. 3 is a prime number. And the number which is left out for crossing, that is a multiple of 3. So we will cross that number, which are the multiples of 3. Then step 5 is repeat step 4 until you get to the number 7. Means what, students? We will also circle the number 5 and we will cross out all the multiples of 5. We will circle number 7 and we will cross out all the multiples of 7. So this till step 5 you have to circle 2, 3, 5 and 7. And when you will cross out all the multiples of 2, 3, 5 and 7, you will get the left out numbers, that are the numbers, prime numbers from 1 to 100. So in this method, you are just circling from 2, 3, 5 and 7 multiples, and you will get the left out cross, and that is your prime number. So here all of the circle numbers are prime numbers. So let us see. Students, this is the final picture of the Severos thesis prime numbers 1 to 100. So here 1 is not written in this box. Why? Because 1 is neither prime nor composite. So the number which is left out from the circles are this many numbers, that are the prime numbers from 1 to 100. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 43, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89 and 97. So these are the number that is left out for cross from the Severos thesis prime numbers method. Now students, let us understand about divisibility rules. First of all, let us understand for the divisibility of 5. What is the rule for divisibility of 5? If the number ends in a 5 or 0, then the number is divisible by 5. That is what, students? A number is divisible by 5 if the last digit is a 0 or 5. For example, here 615 is there. If I want to see whether this number is divisible by 5, yes. Why? Because last digit ends in a 5. Here last digit is 0. So here also it ends with 0, hence it is divisible by 5. 1480 is divisible by 5. Now divisibility by 10. What is the rule for divisibility by 10? A number is divisible by 10 if it ends in 0. So here, and if the unit digit is 0, then the number is divisible by 10. So here 30 is divisible by 10. 340 is divisible by 10. 67 is divisible by 10 or not? No. Why no? Because units place 0 is not there. So here 67 is not divisible by 10. 784 is divisible by 10 or not? Yes, it is. 784 is divisible by 10 or not? No, it is not divisible by 10 because units place is not 0. Now let us understand divisibility rules for 3 and 9. We will understand these two divisibility rules together because the rules are same for 3 and 9. Let us understand for divisibility by 3. In the rule of divisibility by 3, it is that if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3, Means, for example, if we have taken 561, we will add these digits 5 plus 6 plus 1. Answer that we are getting 12, which is multiple of 3. 3 fours are 12. Hence, 561 is divisible by 3. Similarly, for 9 also, if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. When we are finding for the divisibility by 9, that sum should be divisible by 9. For example, 9432 we have taken. If we add this 9 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2. So, sum of the digits we get answer as 18, which is multiple of 9. So, 9432 is divisible by 9. Now, let us understand for the divisibility of 2. A number is divisible by 2 if the ones digit is even. Means if the ones digit is even, then that number is divisible by 2. For example, here we have taken 78. Is it divisible by 2? Yes, because it is 8 ones digit. So it is divisible by 2. 102 is divisible by 2? Yes, because it ends with 2, which is even number. 1046 is divisible by 2? Yes, it is divisible by 2 because it ends with the digit that is even number. Now, 6550 is divisible by 2? Yes, if ends with 0, then also it is divisible by 2. Therefore, any number that ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8, it is divisible by 2. Now, students, let us understand rules for divisibility for 4. Students, in these two rules, you can see that in divisibility of 2, we are just seeing ones digits. But in divisibility of 4, we will see that ones and tens digit, both the digits should be divisible by 4. For example, here we have taken 24. 24 is divisible by 4? Yes, because this 24 is 6 fours. This means 124 is also divisible by 4? Yes. Why yes? Because we have to see last two digits. 24 is divisible by 4. Hence 124 is also divisible by 4. So what is the definition? A number is divisible by 4 if the last two digits are divisible by 4. Now rules of divisibility for 8. Students, in divisibility for 8, we will see last 3 digits is divisible by 8 or not. For example, if we take 640, 9,000, for example, if we take 9640. So this 3 digit only we will see. 640 is divisible by 8. Yes, 8 8 is 64 and 0. So 80. So entire this digits 9640 is divisible by 8. Let us take one more example. 77,184. What is the rule for divisibility of 8? Last 3 digits we will see. So 184 is divisible by 8 or not? Yes, it is divisible by 8. So students, 77,184 is divisible by 8. Now students, we will understand about divisibility rules for 6. What is the divisibility rule of 6? Is that a number is divisible by 6 if it is divisible by both 2 and 3. So here 2 and 3 is the rule that for the divisibility of 6, a number should be divisible by 2 as well as 3. For example, if we take 42, is 42 divisible by 6? Let's see. 42 is divisible by 2? Yes, because last digit is even number. 42 is divisible by 3? Yes, because 4 plus 2 if we do, then 6, that is multiple of 3. So it is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Hence, 42 is divisible by 6. Students, let us see, is 51 divisible by 6? For divisibility by 6, we have to see that 51 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Now, 51 is divisible by 2 or not? It is not divisible by 2 because last digit is 1. Now let us see, 51 is divisible by 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3 because 5 plus 1 equals to 6 is a multiple of 3. But 51 is not divisible by 6 because it is not divisible by 2. Now let us understand divisibility test by 11. If you sum every second digit and then subtract all the other digits and the answer is 0 or divisible by 11. That is, for example, if we take 1364, so we'll take alternate numbers 3 plus 4 minus 1 plus 6. So if we do this subtractions, we are getting answer as 0. Hence it is divisible by 11. Let us take one more example. 3729. So 7 plus 9 if we do and minus 3 plus 2. So if we do subtractions of this, we are getting answer as 11. Hence it is divisible by 11. Students, here you have to take care that whenever we do subtractions, we should get either 0 or multiples of 11, then the number is divisible by 11. Now let us understand for common multiples and common factors. Determining common multiples. Let us see the common multiples of 3 and 4. So these are the multiples of 3 and 4. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 6s are 18, 3 7s are 21, 3 8s are 24, 1 4s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 3 4s are 12, 4 4s are 16, 4 5s are 20, 4 6s are 24, 4 7s are 28, 4 8s are 32. So can we see any common multiples from these two both? Which are the common multiples? 12 is the common multiples because 12 is there in both the tables. Then is there any other common multiples? Yes, 24 is also common multiples of 3 and 4. Now students, determining common multiples. What are the common multiples of 5 and 6? We don't need to make a chart every time. It is alright to just make a list. So let me make a list for multiples of 5 as well as multiples of 6. So multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And multiples of 6 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60. So can you see any common multiples between 5 and 6? Yes. Which are the common multiples? 30 and 60. So this way we can find common multiples. Now determining factors. Let us recall what is the factor. Every number has a factor. That means two numbers that multiply together to equal that number. For example, if I want to find factors of 12, then 1 12s are 12, 2 6s are 12, 3 4s are 12. So what are the factors of 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12 are all factors of 12. Let us make list of common factors. Now students, if we want to make a list of common factors, first of all we will find the factors of both the numbers. For example, here I have taken example of 36 and 24. So factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 18, 12, 9, 6 and 36 itself. And factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 24, 12, 8, 6. So from these numbers, which are the common factors? 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 and 6. So these are the common factors. So students, if two numbers have the same factors, they are said to have a common factors. Now let us define prime numbers, factors and prime factors. Prime numbers are an integer whose only factors are 1 and itself. Factors are a number that can be divided another number without a remainder. Prime factors means what? An expressions of numbers that divides another integer without a remainder where all the factors are prime. Let us understand prime factors method to find the prime factorizations. So there are two methods of prime factorizations, using factor trees and using repeated divisions. So students, in factor tree what we will do? Find the prime factors of 36. So 36 is a number, 2 18s are. Now this 18 we will do 2 9s are. Now 9 again will divide 3 3s are. So what are the prime factors? 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. And using repeated division method means you will use division method. You will use this method, 2 18s are, 2 9s are, 3 3s are and 3 1s are. So what are the factors? 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. So these are the two different methods of prime factorizations. So let us understand prime factorizations. 18 by a factor 3. So 18, if we do 9 2s are 18, and this 9 we will split, that is 3 3s are. So 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. Thank you.